This is fine. This ought to be good right here. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, dude, it's all cool.
It's
Let's roll! Come on! Shoot it live!
We'll do it live! Fuck it, we'll do it live! I love that.
I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us.
Thick and thin.
Hey, Grayson, how you doing, buddy?
Doing alright, dude?
Dude, I'm doing great.
Oh, man. Alright, let me pull my mic a little closer.
Let me see how I'm looking. Dude, they get dates. Shoot it live. We're shooting it live.
We're shooting it live! We're shooting it live!
I don't know what I just said.
You're good, dude. We've been procrastinating this for like 4 hours. Hey, no, but we made it. We made it. Hope y'all are doing all right, man. I've had an insane week. How's your week been, dude?
Yeah, let's talk about this. Weather's been insane.
The weather has been nuts. The weather.
Like y'all know anything about the weather.
The weather's crazy. Yeah. Moving on. Very vague.
What about this local softball game?
The local softball game. Yeah. Oh, did you watch the game? You saw the game? Oh, the game was crazy, man. It was wild. Did you see the guy that did the thing with the ball?
The mayor and the...
It was insane. It was so wild. Anyways. No, man. But yes, the weather has been crazy. So we're in West Texas, so it's super windy. It doesn't rain. God, it was windy today. I was up on some tanks, just kind of gauging some tanks. Gauging a tank is when you get the level of how much oil is in an oil tank. I was doing that. And, dude, that wind freaking blew my hard hat off. I had to catch it before it went off the tank. I was like, oh, God. And then my towel blew away, and I had to put my gauge down, and I was just like, I'm getting out of here, dude. I'm on this sketchy rail. I'm like,
every time I hear about you talking about your job, it makes me think like, well, I do nothing.
No. I am fortunate enough to be outside all. I like being outside all day.
But I was like, I relax. I don't have to risk my life.
Hey, man, that electrical equipment. You never know.
Yeah, but I don't usually play with anything over like 100 volts. Like, and
that's good.
That's usually like an AC unit.
I mess
with a lot of AC units. I work for a security company.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. That is a cool job too. That is a sick job. I'm around a lot of voltage, but like I don't have to mess with any of it really. I never have to mess with the voltage.
Voltage is a scary thing.
It's crazy, man. Like just seeing videos on like Reddit, people touching. Dude, Reddit's got the craziest of those videos, just like unfiltered, the worst things on the internet. You just see like a dude in India like climbing up a radio tower, and you're just like,
watching it climb a radio tower, and then that tiger chases him up the radio tower, yanks him down. They both get electrocuted.
I'm pretty sure
that's Reddit videos.
That's
right
Reddit. That is Reddit. That's just Reddit. Yeah.
Yep. And then there's just some hot blonde in a Corvette driving by.
What are they doing up there? Yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure it's like a video I saw not too long ago.
Yeah,
actually, probably just that. Yeah, dude. It's actually insane. People do the most strangest shit. You know what I mean? Like you just go on the internet and it's just like wow.
What about Kanye and his black robe?
Dude, what is going on with Kanye West? I love Kanye, but what, bro? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Joining the KKK? Like, what are you doing?
It's like, that's like, have you ever watched The Chappelle Show?
I love The Chappelle Show.
Well, The Chappelle Show, when it's the blind dude who writes all the KKK books.
The racist
like he's actually black. Yeah.
Yes, that's a legendary skit.
I feel like we're just living out a Chappelle skit right now.
2025 does feel like a Chappelle skit.
When he walks 100%. Out the robe, I was just like,
Yeah, man. And the way he's got Bianca Sensori,
yeah,
dude. Have you seen how he's got Bianca walking around like butt naked
all the
just
time.
like all the time now? Like to that interview he did with whatever his name is. He like got a buzz cut. He had Kanye on recently. Academics had him on first. I can't remember this other dude that had him on, but Bianca walked up in there butt naked. Dude had to like put his hand over the camera. He's like, what the. And then with the Grammys or whatever, she showed up butt naked too, and he was just like, yeah, Kanye, you know, I usually don't touch on stuff like that, but I love Kanye.
Oh, like
man.
Hollywood.
Yeah, but like Kanye, or we could, but like Kanye, I've loved his music my whole life, so it's just like to see him going on this whole thing. It's like I hope he's okay. But he's been doing nitrous and stuff like that. They took his kids.
I hope that's what
David Pasternak is
nitrous.
ruining his life. Yeah, man, it's like it's crazy. Like
that would explain a lot.
Yeah, I feel bad for the dude, man. I feel bad for the dude.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel bad for his kid too.
He had it
North.
all.
Yeah,
Had a Kim.
Bro. Yeah, dude. I feel like after Kim, you're just kind of like, I'm done.
It's like that's the pinnacle of the.
For real, yeah. You
That's
reach
the top
Kim,
of
you're
the
just like,
pyramid.
God, what do I do now?
Yeah, it's like I'm here, I'm him.
What do I? Yeah, like
I'm king of the mountain.
Is
man.
this the movie's ended? Like, what do I do?
It's like I guess I'm gonna go dress in KKK gear and terrorize a bunch of podcasts
And
with
that's
my
exactly
half-naked girlfriend.
That is insane, dude. He's like, well, you took my kids, you took my companies. I guess I'm gonna go insane.
Oh, it's like what blows my mind. It's like you also gotta think it's like that girl he's just dragging around is someone's kid.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Like, yeah.
I'm like, what is happening? It's like who's?
I think Bianca's dad is like I think he's like a director.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was like she had.
I might be thinking of someone else. I don't know.
No, I think you're right. She has some like high up there parents, like
I'm pretty sure.
come from some money. Like it's.
She definitely. She's beautiful.
Yeah, like
She's
not
freaking
one that
smoking.
Kanye would
She's
just
smoke
be. Oh yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Like, whatchamacallit, it is just a crazy ordeal. And, I hope it's all a joke. You know what I mean?
Me too.
It's
I hope it's just like, got y'all.
But
This
that is a bad joke.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a length. You've been dragging that out.
No, neo-Nazi stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that's something you can come back and be like, just kidding.
Yeah.
You can't do that with you, bro. Yeah. Well, yeah, and the new music he's making is insane.
It's just all beats and then he says like 3 words in it. And you're like, what?
He's saying hard R N words like the whole time, and it's like,
oh god, like what's that? That's not the baby.
wait, what is it?
That's dude. He's singing. Let me just find it. That's not the baby. Wait, what? That's a music video.
I think it's just a song.
Yeah, that is. Oh, here it is. Found it. Oh no, I just screamed, but.
No, you're good.
Dang.
Oh, nice.
You better watch out. Make sure I don't have any unopened.
Oh, Mario Judah? Is that who you're talking about? wait, play it again. Wait, what are we showing the clip for? That clip for?
I have no idea.
The Mario Judah?
Yeah. Oh, it's just talking about like someone dropping the hard R. This dude drops the hard R all
Mario
the time.
Mario Judah consistently.
Sorry, that's where I was going with that. I didn't even just like completely jump off topic. Like Mario Judah, that dude.
Dude, Mario Judah has
like sings it.
Yes, dude.
He's a vocalist with the hard R.
It was kind of he started it, and I've noticed like a bunch of different artists now are like just like cool hard R, and it's just like.
That's crazy. White dudes have been doing it for years.
Not us, but it's not us. I don't say it at all.
Not me.
Not me.
It's getting hot in here, dude.
It's hot, man.
You wanna crack a window?
Golly,
Like-
I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
What word?
The weather is
Who?
crazy.
Who is that guy?
Who is that guy? That's hilarious.
Racism? Not me.
He really,
No, Mario Judah drops it hard R all the time. It's crazy seeing Kanye doing it though.
Man,
like
man.
it's
just
like I
weird.
guess like Mario Judah he did it for attention. Like, you know, that's how he got his name out there. He did something like controversial.
Yeah.
Like, he's a controversial singer. Like, but Kanye, he's already there. Like, I don't know why he's doing
I
it.
just know that in the back of his head, he's plotting something, and this is all because knowing Kanye, maybe I'm dead wrong, but maybe because everything that he does that's controversial leads up to something, then he's like, this is what it was for, and everyone's like, oh, okay, well, I feel like this is gonna be a hard one for people to just be like, oh, okay, well. Because it's like he's going off the deep end with this, you know what I mean? But it's just like,
and that brings me to my next point. Kids, don't smoke crack.
don't smoke crack. Don't do most
Don't do it.
drugs. Don't do any drugs.
Unless you want to be in a blacked out mask talking about.
Yeah, don't let me tell you what to do. Don't be a druggie. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's isolation. I feel like that's
That
why
is what
Kanye
it
went
is.
so crazy.
Probably. Well, David Pasternak also pumped him full of drugs and took and did some terrible things to him. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, but that is what happened.
Poor Kanye.
Poor Kanye, man. Look, y'all should look into David Pasternak, or we could just talk about it right here. David Pasternak is his
I'm unfamiliar with the name.
his training manager. It's his manager, or his But throughout Hollywood, there is a rather largely backed conspiracy that big artists, have handlers, like various handlers that kind of control certain aspects of their lives after they become famous, as a means of like control. It is a thing, but David Pasternak is his handler, and David Pasternak was in the Canadian Special Forces. And was in psychological ops. He was in chemical warfare programs. He was in specific programs that taught him how to keep people awake during torture. So David Pasternak has a history of stuff like that with the Canadian military. And Kanye, the reason that we know that he's sort of a handler is there's several occasions where Kanye is... he gets, paparazzi starts coming up on him, and he's saying, like, he's showing the cameras, like, look at these texts from David Pasternak, and the texts are like, if you go on this episode, say goodbye to the kids, we're going to take you back to Zombieland, playtime with the kids just won't be the same.
Oh,
like,
I remember.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes, dude, and it's like, it's this guy.
Well, playtime wasn't the same anymore, was it?
Dude, no. It's actually like it's super sad because it's like they took his kids.
Because that's where Kanye just.
Yeah, man. And
changed.
There's some other theories about that, and it's like it's crazy, man. That's
This is out of left field, but you want to hear a crazy conspiracy I got?
Yeah. I'm
all right.
Now let's hear it, dude.
So let's all sit down for this one, folks.
Yeah, buckle
this
in.
One, yeah,
okay, all right.
It's a little wild. All right. So
shoot.
Everyone, you see it in the news, you see it on TikTok, aliens. Oh, like they exist now. It's all being proven now. Like the CIA
out of nowhere,
is
just dumped it, right, dude?
Released documents saying, "Oh yeah, they're
what's
real."
up with that?
Yeah, like, how hard we had to fight to get the Kennedy documents.
Why
would they tell us about
exactly randomly? It was
like
random. Yes.
All right, so here's where I'm going with it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so right now, our global issues, we have overpopulation, which is a huge issue that's going on right now.
Okay, yeah.
I think that they're going to use this alien stuff, and they're going to take a whole bunch of UFOs or whatever spacecraft, all these major nations and NATO has created, and they're just going to clear house. And then as soon as they do that, they're going to bring in NATO as a world order, bring us all together and unite against the aliens, and that's how they're going to create one world order.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Tell me. Is that
Whoa,
crazy?
whoa, wait. So are you implying like Bill Gates, globalist Bill Gates is gonna
Yes.
fund like create fake alien spacecraft, kill people with it, and that will fulfill his goal? Holy crap, dude! What? That's crazy, but it makes sense.
Like it's out of left field. This is
Wait a minute,
I
no,
was like,
because
just how
why
done.
is that coming out like
And we're
randomly
seeing videos of UFOs
all the time?
Like I'm like, okay, and also we're technologically advanced enough that that's something we can.
Oh, Skunkworks, Lockheed Martin Skunkworks is very capable of doing something. We
That's
have
what
been
I'm
for
saying.
a
It's
long
like
time.
we've been capable of
Yeah,
that
man.
kind of technology. Like I just feel like we're not.
Yeah, dude, we had the SR-71 flying in the skies in the 60s, I think, like
Yeah.
forever ago. Yeah, it's like, what are you talking? We're super capable. Okay, well let's break that down because the globalist agenda. Globalists. The best way I can describe this, it's somebody who, like Bill Gates, he's a proud globalist. He thinks that the population of the Earth is way too high, and he thinks that we need to eliminate people in order to sustain, longevity on the Earth. Which it's a very cruel solution. It makes sense, but it's like that's insane. And what with all that stuff coming out randomly, it makes perfect sense with someone like that who has the money to do something like that. If it was just any hack, it's like, okay, well,
Because I'm thinking it's like,
he's
how
got the money
do you
to do it.
unite all the citizens of all these nations together without one common enemy? You have to have one common enemy. That's the only way they're going to be able to unite us all together. No one will go for this unless there's that one thing we have to team up to beat. You know what I mean?
9/11
Yep.
was similar to
That's
in
what
that
I'm
way.
saying. Like, we have to have
Interesting.
our call. Like, this is our...
Dude, that is like... That's...
Because it can't be World War, because that only divides us further.
That's so weird because, like, that's plausible, right?
I think.
That's plausible.
It's out of left field, That's it.
That's super
But
interesting to think about.
If I hit, I said it first.
Yeah, dude, for real. Holy crap.
I didn't request it.
And maybe that's such a far-fetched
Like
stretch
maybe
of
we're
a
just
reach to, you know what I
Grasping
mean?
at straws, connecting things that aren't even in
There.
the same ballpark.
But then
Yeah.
again, you know what I mean? I've been right on
Yeah, it's like...
some of my, like
we were screaming Michelle had a wiener.
come to find out, what did she say in that interview? Maybe she just misspoke, but she did not correct herself, and
As a strong black man.
as a strong black man.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a black man. Would you?
As Michelle Obama says,
man.
says it like but what they're talking about though, because this is the thing, maybe she misspoke, but what were they talking about in the conversation?
They were talking about
Transgenderism.
Yes.
And the transgender son that this guy had, and he said, as a black man, said, bro,
And then gave advice for him. I was like, I don't know if we took that context. I mean, how many times
do we
has,
cut the feet? Cut the feet.
Yeah, Obama himself referred to her as Michael.
Several times, on several occasions.
Like,
Barack
Michelle.
Obama's brother swears that Michelle is a man. So this is something that shouldn't, matter, but it's funny because, why didn't y'all just come out and say it?
Yeah.
Who cares? But it's the fact that y'all are hiding it.
Yeah, that's just what makes it that much worse. That
You know what I
it's
mean?
going to be, or you think it's going to be an issue, and you're hiding it from the voter. I'm like, that's where I'm like, that's really shady.
It's just weird that y'all are hiding it. So now I want to look into it. It's like the
what was
Macron thing.
The governor of California,
Gavin Newsom?
No, the chick before that.
The lady?
Yeah, the lady man.
Oh, was there a lady man as a...
Kim's
A lady?
dad.
Kim
Kim Kardashian's dad.
Was a lawyer? Kim Kardashian's
the
older.
Olympic runner, Kim Kardashian.
Bruce
I can't
Jenner.
remember. Thank you, Bruce Jenner.
I'm thinking of a
Yes,
different. I'm
that's
thinking of
like-
a totally.
I was like, man, you're going.
Ignore what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm thinking of some other stuff.
That was like Bruce Jenner. That was around the era, the Obama era when they
It
were
was.
running for office.
It
I'm
was
like,
around
it
that
wasn't
era.
a weird time, you
And
know.
that
It's
was-
like, I'm like, why would you not bring that information to light?
That was more. Wasn't that more so like towards the end? But it was still his because at the beginning, I remember Obama was like talking negatively about gays. He was like he didn't like gays, didn't want them getting married.
Oh, and he was very strong for deporting immigrants.
Oh yeah, and so was Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. Yeah, you
Bill
remember
Clinton.
that? Yeah, the video where all they're all sitting there like, we gotta deport them.
Yeah.
And it's like, how easy is it to be a spineless Democratic candidate? No, well, I don't mean to throw shade, because there's a lot of
always
good
good ones,
Democrats.
yes.
There's good in both. I'm in the middle. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's just real funny to see them die on hills and then a year later be like, actually, I feel a totally different way about it.
Well, now it's different because they are raping women and killing kids.
Now it's different because
they're criminals.
Here.
I want them here.
I'm going to give you a very vague verbal explanation as to why my opinion completely flip-flopped.
Oh yeah,
we
but
see
like
that a lot.
Michelle, I mean that is crazy.
That is so
she's-
funny. It's funny to me. It's just funny because it's like, who cares?
It's like, what about the old picture of her?
Was it
Or
Joanne
when
Rivers?
it was Michael. You know what I mean? Have you seen that? It looks just like Michelle, but as a boy.
Well,
And
when
it's an
they're
old
college
picture with
pictures
Obama.
together,
Yes,
and
they're
it's a
college
buzz
pictures.
cut, and it's a man.
Yep.
And it's a man, but okay. It's like, what? That's the thing. Who cares? But like, it's just so funny that it's like, why are y'all? Who knows? But
It's
Joanne
like-
Rivers, the lady from the Golden Girls, like the day before she died, the camera crew is following her, and they're talking about something, and she turns to the camera and she goes, "Oh, Michelle is a man. Michelle Obama is a man. Everyone knows that."
And do you think that the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
a transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh, it's okay. She does this.
Oh yeah.
And she goes into her apartment, and then she dies like the next day, and it's like, and that was around the time where it was kind of
like everyone was kind of putting two and two together because
Yeah.
she's on a whole bunch of shows with bulge.
I'm sure that girl, being as old as she is, Golden Girls actor, probably knows everything about everything in the industry. It's like, oh yeah,
How
Michelle,
long she's been
dude.
around? Yeah, dude.
Michelle, man. That's so funny to think. Think about all the crazy stuff she knows.
Talking about like Hollywood, what about
dude.
Whoopi Goldberg, $100 million lawsuit?
Wait, really?
The White House.
No way.
The White House speaker, the Speaker of the House.
Yeah. That chick,
Yeah.
blonde chick.
Mm-hmm. Suing her for $800 million.
Wait,
And
who's
this is
suing
after
who?
the White House secretary is suing
Whoopi Goldberg for $800 million.
This is after Kyle Rittenhouse already sued her for prejudice.
Well, at least she's not getting money from any backdoor deals from the White House.
Oh yeah, they're
Because
taking everything she
she's like,
has. Kyle Rittenhouse already put a lien on her mansion.
Are you
And
for
oh,
real?
yeah. Do you remember that?
What is Kyle Rittenhouse is just out here making random moves.
Oh
dude.
yeah, you okay? If y'all are around Midland, Texas, Kyle Rittenhouse was just over here a couple months ago.
Catching pedophiles.
Busted the choreographer of what's our community theater?
Midland Community.
Yeah,
Theater,
something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, probably that. Exactly.
Probably
Thank
that.
you.
Probably that.
Yeah. So,
Everything around here is super boringly labeled.
it's like
You're
just like
it's
every
wrong.
other theater. It's
Exactly.
Lubbock Community Theater.
Well, I don't know much about that.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
you
So
probably
Midland Community Theater,
Yeah.
their dance choreographer's son, which is like was a part of all this stuff around kids, got busted by Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yes.
In a pedophilia sting, pedo ring sting.
That's the craziest story I've ever heard of. Like, even if I wasn't from here, like that's just such a random story. Like Kyle Rittenhouse, correct me if I'm wrong, goes to this kid's house.
No, not kid's house. They meet in a parking lot.
Okay.
It's like weird.
So they're trying to set him up. Like trying to catch him.
They caught him.
Okay, good.
Like
so
it was a setup. Like, oh, they pretended to be a kid, had him say some like weird things on over the phone.
He's just posted up with an AR-15 just ready to rumble, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't have it, but you can see him. He's ready for it, though. Like, he has the arm, the like holster ready. Like, he looks like he has PTSD and he's in the military.
He's ready to rock and roll,
retired
bro.
cop at 20 years old.
I don't need guns. My arms are registered weapons.
Yeah, my right and my left.
Bro.
And it was like, that's just wild. Kyle Rittenhouse, the dude, I remember watching like the whole interview or like them talking about him putting a lien on Whoopi Goldberg's mansion. I'm like, this is like, this is a world I never see. And then he's in my backyard catching pedophiles. I'm like,
It seems like kind of a cool dude. You know what I mean?
I'm like, well, hey, Kyle.
Maybe not the chillest guy of all time.
Keeping my streets clean. Kyle Rittenhouse is in your neighborhood, keeping your streets clean.
Well, if he showed up with an AR-15, I wouldn't think it's weird.
Yeah.
But others might. But then again,
Okay.
that's the guy that you want on your team, man. The guy.
Okay, yeah, I do want to say that whole situation,
Insane.
him walking out into a riot with an AR-15, pretending to go give medical assistance to injured people. No one's there except rioters.
Yeah, man. It's just kind of one of those things. It's just like everyone else you kind of know it. You kind of see it and
You're like, dude, you went
Were
out there
you?
to go kill.
were you there to...
I don't think you're there to help.
But then again, who am I to sit here and
Yeah. No,
but
I mean,
it just what it seemed like.
who knows?
Who knows, right? Yeah. Not throwing shade at you, Kyle.
Yeah, no, not
but,
at all. I mean, he's awesome. I mean, he's a...
at least you're catching pedophiles and not being one, like
Yes,
everyone
thank
else in
you.
Hollywood.
Oh my God.
So yeah, appreciate that.
I don't think I can have any more of my favorite singers come out gay.
Dude, me neither. I like
getting
be on the
railed by
list.
I
Yeah,
don't want to see...
I don't want to see any of my artists on the Diddy list. I don't want to see any of my artists on the Black list, on the Epstein list, on the Lolita Express flight logs. But I keep seeing it, and it's just like,
it definitely
man,
threw me off to
dude.
see Trump on that list.
Well, Trump was only on the Lolita Express, and you can be on a flight log. That's the whole thing about that. Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent, right? His whole job was to take people down from within. I'm going to become friends with this celebrity, that celebrity, take pictures with them. Oh, blackmail. Oh, you're going to come to my island and do bad things. I have a picture with you. We're friends. Your life's over now. I control you. You're going to do what I say, otherwise this is going to come out. It was, what is that? It's not espionage. That's
extortion.
Blackmail, extortion. Exactly. It's an extortion ring is what it is.
And also remember, if you're ever getting extorted, the only answer is to just delete it. Do what they tell you not to do, because that's
or
the only way
avoid
you can
the
extortion.
situation in its entirety.
Don't be a pedophile.
Don't be a pet. Right, dude. Yeah. That's
and then
the
you
thing.
won't have anything to hide.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Be a good person. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, just don't be a terrible human being and
if you have those urges,
yourself. No. I'm
not gonna say that.
I am joking, but not really.
But talking about Jeffrey Epstein, I saw a video. It was it was on Reddit, and it was in Peru or something.
Yeah.
Just recording this dude. It's Jeffrey Epstein, just drinking beer, chilling out, talking
I've
to the
seen a couple
locals.
videos,
like,
man.
I'm like, did we just? Is he busted? Is this like what Hitler did?
I will say, I will go out on a limb, which I hate to go out on this limb, but it's I have to. So the Mossad, I would be very disappointed if he did survive that. He didn't kill himself, by the way. He escaped prison because they couldn't find the body. They lost the tapes. The guards that were supposed to be on duty were asleep. And all that we know is that in his cell when he killed himself, they found a rope, which he was on maximum security suicide watch lockdown. So you're not You're not allowed to have anything that you can hang
You
yourself
don't even
with.
have a shoelace.
You don't have like no.
I don't know if they put you in a straight jacket, but basically,
So you're not gonna kill yourself, right?
Like
But all those factors came into play, like, oh man, the guards must have just been sleeping. Sorry,
it's
all the
this
tapes
perfect
just must have
storm.
disappeared. Oh man, we didn't find a body. We didn't find a body.
Like, what do you mean we didn't find a body? Is this like Hitler?
What is
we
going
just found
on?
this.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh, I just know he probably lived it up in some little Colombian country, little island off somewhere, drinking mojos and
You know
kicking it up on a beach.
I'm sure he is, man, and that's the sad
Like
reality.
110 now.
Oh! I thought we were still talking about Epstein.
Oh
We're talking
no,
about
Hitler. Yeah.
Oh, that dude didn't die either. He got out and went to, was it Argentina?
Yeah, because like
allegedly.
the whole
maybe.
story is like, oh yeah, they found his charcoal burnt body
In a rug with his wife, and it was just like, you don't think he could have shot the dude to the left of him? Was like, everyone else here looks like
It was
me.
like everyone else took their cyanide, and then he was like,
Later. Yeah, dude.
Don't drink the punch.
And there's a lot of other weird like things surrounding that. I just remember seeing it like on like the History Channel.
Or yeah, that the CIA went on this long
The weather expedition. The weather expedition.
looking for Hitler.
They had like 48 sketches of possible
identities.
Yes, of what he would look like, disguises. No, but the weird thing surrounding his death was that like it was small things like they reported it only on local radio. That's definitely like a national radio thing.
It's like they were testing out the lie first.
There was a lot of small things surrounding that was just strange. Like Hitler had an entire crew rolling with him, ready to leave when he supposedly killed himself, and it was just like he had a way to escape. Like
Oh yeah,
the
they
bro
make
got
it sound
away.
like
Bro
we
got
just
away.
cornered him, but we didn't. They were
Yeah.
in Belgium. Belgium's a huge city.
Oh, they took off. Yeah, downtown. They got away.
Yeah, it's like it's Belgium.
They
It's like
got
this
away.
isn't just a little town. It's like this is a man who's lived there and ran that country for a while.
You're not gonna let your main guy, regardless of whatever side you're on, you're
It's
not
like-
letting the main guy die or get away. You're not. It's not going to It's not going to happen. They're going to get them away. Let's be logical. The guy left. He probably did go to Argentina, but it's like that proves it. The fact that they were out looking for him proves
That they didn't find him.
Well, if he was
Or they-
charred
yeah.
beyond recognition, but that's the thing. Being that unsure to where you spend millions to go do this thing, it's like, okay.
That
it's
means you're just not that unsure. You're sure that he's alive.
Exactly.
And that you just told a big fib, and now you gotta make up for it in case someone just goes and finds Hitler on some beach and they're like, oh yeah, here he is. You remember that dead guy we showed you? Not him,
some random kid.
Oh no, it must have looked like him.
Wasn't
that weird?
him at all.
That's a...
Who's that
who
guy?
might to be?
Sorry guys. That's yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, that's not on me, that's on Expedition.
You know what's
That's
funny?
not my crew, does it?
That reminds me. I saw a thing. Have you ever heard of Warner von Braun? You ever heard of this guy?
I don't think so.
So Werner von Braun was a top Nazi scientist. He was like one of Hitler's top guys.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So Werner von Braun, we hired him and said, "Hey, if you can bring your buddies, your top guys, and yourself to America, we will strip away all of the war crimes you've committed. We won't charge you for anything, but in return, you have to build us our space program."
And I'm saying, if there's anyone that was truly sick in World War II, it was the Nazi doctors that were doing experiments on Jewish subjects.
Yeah.
Jewish patients. I'm telling you, they did advance the medical field to what it is today, but what they did was sick, cruel. I mean, they treated them like
very
lab rats.
bad. It's
Everything
very
they
bad.
did.
Yeah, man, like
I mean, it's some of those things, I'm telling you, just reading it on paper will make you, hurt inside.
I really,
that
yeah,
another
man.
human being can think about this, do this over and over and over again to another human being.
They did some crazy stuff, man. Like, they truly were indoctrinated in as a means to view the Jewish people as nothing. So they
they were taught from
the
kids.
Craziest.
Like,
yeah,
if you go look up old German like propaganda books that they would give, like that they would read in elementary schools, and it's these old scripted pictures of like what a Jew should look like what it's like, the long nose, like the very stereotypical, like they were pushing it since they were kids, and then he just built up that little generation right there into his war dogs.
That's insane. That is insane to think about.
That one man can like completely manipulates a population, a whole country, into hating a certain race.
That's insane.
Like, I mean, that is sick.
I mean, how do you do that?
You start with the kids. Just like what Rockefeller said.
Yeah, exactly.
The Rothschilds have talked about this. Yep, just like that. Well, Hitler just did it the opposite way. He said, I'm going to instill hate in them from children.
Propagandize.
These are the people that are hurting your parents. These are like, ew, they're nasty. Throw rocks at them like you hate them. This is how he depicted them as kids. So imagine, like, this is what you told your whole life. You're 5. What your parents tell you, you believe no matter what.
True that.
And then you just grow up hearing that over and over and over and over again. And then you get like
echo chamber. You're just surrounded by the same.
And then just a whole bunch of propaganda. And then, I mean, wow.
Interesting.
Now you're filled with hate and you're ready to go.
Dang, dude. Well, our government does that to everybody in this country on a daily basis.
They do it to make us lazy. They want us full of drugs. They want us to sit on our couch and just consume entertainment.
They do. It seems like this administration, honestly, is trying to, like, kind of flip that around a little bit.
I hope so, yeah.
That's what it seems like. I could be totally wrong, but...
Was it FJR or the Food Administration?
FDR?
No. The dude who's running around
RFK,
now.
what did
RFK,
I just say?
FDR.
RFK, yeah. Mr. G.
I love RFK. Everything he's trying to do.
RFK.
Yeah.
I love what he's trying to do with the process. Cheryl, there's a bomb in the car.
I love that Tim Dillon sketch. He's like, Cheryl, she's a real bubbly, sweet character, and Robert is very paranoid because the CIA killed his whole family, which they kind of did. And the files that just came out further prove that. But we already talked about that.
Yep.
I love RFK though, man. I really think
I think he's gonna do great things. Getting rid of all these ultra processed foods, all these cereal companies that have just profited off of making our
I'm super mad about the cereals.
No,
extremely mad.
I
about
bet you
cereals.
are.
I am. You're the one that brought it up.
Yeah.
I am mad about that. I'm actually not though. It'll be nice to see him clean stuff up, clean the ingredients up, clean the food up. But it's also, it's so weird to see people attacking RFK. What's going on, folks, is that the people who are making money off of the terrible ingredients that they feed you, they are funding, or probably like proportionately funding, these media companies, and then the media companies are like, oh, okay, we'll just bash this guy.
Oh yeah, well I mean every
he's a Trump guy, we'll just bash him.
Organizations owned by the same 5 companies can be traced back to him. So I mean, the Food Administration can do the exact same thing with them, right?
Of course. Yeah, they just, they to the highest bidder, and the DNC and the surrounding benefactories are the top contributors. So they're like, yeah, well, everybody involved in Trump's cabinet. I don't freaking love Trump, but I do like parts of what he's promising, and I love RFK. And it's like, okay, heck yeah, let's give it a shot. He hasn't really had time to do much, so all these people saying like, you're ruining this.
Well, it hasn't even been a year yet, has it?
It's been 101 days. 100 days yesterday.
Yeah, and we're already, he's moving mountains.
He signed like 129 executive orders. The guy's moving.
He already got like $15.9 billion and from all those tariffs he put on too, right?
Exactly.
I saw some. It was some
some of the tariffs are a little insane.
They're starting to bring back some money.
But they're good. Tariffs are a good thing because tariffs bring back the money into our system. America used to be a money system with money bouncing around the walls of the border of America, and now the money is going outward, and we're losing money, and the dollar is becoming very invaluable.
Because we're buying products that are being shipped to us instead of shipping the products out to everyone else.
I think it's good to, I don't know, man. I
feel like
really
we just
hope it
became
works.
consumers. It's like what America has gotten bad about.
We're super consumers.
Like India, I mean, they're almost basically a dump land for just workers to make our cheap wool products.
Yes.
Make our $5 iPhones. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a crazy deal, but I think it'll work just because it's like, I could be wrong, but I do feel like the guy is on our side. He really does, and he has showed us that, he does care. He wants to help us. I like to think that way, right?
I think he's a necessary evil.
Interesting.
You know, like how Andrew Jackson is like, I'm going to compare him to Andrew Jackson. Because, Andrew Jackson was the first president of the people. You know what I mean? Like how Trump is. They have, close to the same campaigns, like Make America Great Again.
Interesting.
But Andrew Jackson, he was, he was a battle-torn general. You know what I mean? Killed three of his...
Andrew Jackson was
three of his soldiers that abandoned ship. That was one of the big smear campaigns against him.
Are you for real?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Look it up. You can find these
Killed
old
his own
advertisements.
dudes?
Yep. There, you'll see it. It's like this old advertisement. It's 3 caskets sitting next to each other.
Whoa.
And it's like, this is what Andrew Jackson did to his men. What will he do to you? That was, he was the first man of the people. And I compare him to him.
Bet that backfired.
Andrew Jackson was a necessary evil. Even though people didn't like him as a person,
got the job done.
He did what he was going to do. He expanded us west. That's what he was trying to do. Trail of Tears. I mean, that was terrible, but
that was horrible. Yeah.
But we have the land now.
Well, we got land. For real though, yeah, man. So that's the thing. When we have a president who lets 14 to 31 million people.
Where I was going with that is
sorry.
Trump is, he's, a lot of people don't like him. They don't like the things he says on social media. They don't like the way he does business, but we need it.
Yeah.
We need that evil to push us west. You know what I mean? How Andrew Jackson kept us going.
I think as long as he sticks to what he says and doesn't take us to the Middle East and stops the wars, the Russian-Ukraine war, if he stops the whatever the hell's going on in the Middle East, we're probably going to see in the next couple of months is a lot of attacks from ISIS and Al Qaeda, and but not it'll be.
Oh, it's good.
To anger us in order to get us to want to go. It won't be real. It'll be fake. They'll say, "Hey," or maybe it'll be. Who knows? We'll see a lot of that, and it'll be a propellant in order to get us to want to go back to the Middle East. Let's not go back to the Middle East. Trump, stick to your thing. Let's get the ingredients better. Let's
build businesses.
Y'all are gonna listen to me.
Yeah, my 22-year-old.
But for real though, man, it's
But really though, what do
we got to worry about it a little. Oh! Speaking of old, the military just turned 250 years old, or the army, or something like that. Thought that was kind of sick.
Cool.
Yeah, that is kind of sick. It's happy birthday, shout out. Yeah, man.
Gotta support our troops.
I think everything will be fine. Truly,
I think so too.
Economy's gonna be a little iffy for now, but I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be money. We'll be alright.
Hey, but a shaky economy means you can make some wild bets and win.
For real, man. That's the thing. Everybody's crying right now. It's bro, put your money into do something. Experiment with it. Buy oil. Buy
Play
crypto.
The bus,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Bet on it.
That's how people get rich. You buy whenever stuff's bad. Is when people make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where you get yourself into, like when the oil bust. Then you see all these companies come in and they buy up all this stuff that
all the
everyone's
dudes
trying
out
to
here
sell.
made money.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how they make billions. Because then oil comes back up, and guess who owns all the land?
Exactly. Trump's got a...
Because like his last term, we were in high school.
Ah, yeah, dude. Exactly. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Man, they really...
Isn't that crazy to think about?
That's absolutely insane. They've been dragging him for over 10 years. That's crazy.
We've had the exact same fight for 10 years.
Man.
We've been fighting about abortion for even longer. I mean,
I think
we had Roe v. Wade and then overturned it, and then
yeah, what's going on with that?
Like I don't even know. I feel like we're just fighting to fight.
So that issue is funny.
We have so many first world problems. We're just fighting to fight.
Oh yeah. We're gonna fall like Rome if we keep fighting like this, like fighting over gender identity politics and a bunch of other stupid crap. I'm a boy, no, I'm a girl.
Make sure everyone feels included.
The whole world is like preparing for war while we're sitting over here complaining about like I want to go to the girls' back. Right, dude. It's like. There are countries who are preparing to murder us. They won't be successful, but they're preparing for it while we're sitting over here arguing about the dumbest crap known to mankind.
Oh yeah,
stuff
like
that shouldn't matter.
About that, we're in India, like transporting major city to major city. They have to go through jungles where they are hunted by tigers. You go look on Reddit. You can go find videos like they'll just set up videos like in these tigers jumping across the road, picking them up off of bikes and just taking off.
What about Kush? Be careful. Yeah. The Bengals are out, especially in the morning. They will find us.
It's like, but we're arguing about what bathroom we're going to use.
For real though. Yeah, man, we don't know how good we have it. A lot of people here that are saying, I'm going to move. Go, please move, just because it's like, if you've traveled the world, you'll know.
Experience.
If you travel, you'll know that the majority of the outside world it's not pretty. It's not nice. There's pretty visuals. It's nice to visit, but when you live in anywhere else besides the United States, majority speaking, it's pretty rocky.
Like in some countries in Africa, rape is like just common.
It's very sad. That prison break that was in Kenya recently, the 173 rapes after the dudes broke. It's just like,
got to jail.
Holy crap! What the?
It's like who went around and counted them up,
bro. For real. What's that dude's job like? He's got a clipboard. He's like, so you were?
It's like,
okay, got. Okay, next house.
Sorry
about that. Yeah, the police would have been here, but they kind of they got overthrown. So
yeah,
all right, have a good one. Next
we'll
house.
Get it back in there.
Hey, excuse me. That prison break. Yeah. Your door's broken down. I was just wondering. Did you
get violated?
Did you get violated? Okay, yeah. I'm sure, dude. That's so funny to think. There.
Or no, but on a serious note,
so sad.
Some of those testimonies
from
those people
terrible.
Talking in those countries is like truly
awful.
It makes you feel very good about the situations and the stuff we fight about every day.
100%. It's like, guys, we're doing this right. If we fall, there's just going to be another group in 100 years that does the same exact thing. They're going to go like, let's just model it after America. They had it the best. The thing that just messed them up was corporate greed.
Yep.
And big pharma and big a lot of other stuff. But yeah, it's a greed essentially, right? Not that capitalism is bad, but
get in with our politics is what happened.
Exactly. Capitalism is not bad. Capitalism is great, but it is the people that are the big hitters in capitalism that can be good and then one day go, let's go this way. You know what I mean? And that's when it goes bad. Because it's like that's when the shady stuff starts to happen. And it's like, hold up. So capitalism was great. I just want to address that because there's a lot of people who just idiotically take a glance at the word and they're like,
and then they're like,
I don't
socialism.
Like it. I don't like it. And it's like, guys, listen.
Or all these people fighting for socialism blows my mind.
Socialism, Socialism is dumb. It always fails. It has historically always failed the same way. It ends in leaders taking away more food, more resources, more money from the Commonwealth, and they use it on themselves. That happens in any system.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's communism. Whoever you decide to run the system and to distribute that food is going to want to take a piece.
Exactly.
They're going to want to take more because they're the ones doing all the work.
And that's always going to exist. That will
no matter what.
always exist.
Socialism
regardless of the system that you pick, there will always be a group of people who are like, that's mine.
Or it's like the people that are fighting for socialism. I'm like, it's like you're fighting to take your money and give it to someone else.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's like all that hard work, you want to just take all that and go give it to some dude to go blow it on some sex ring?
These are the two people that like socialism.
I say sex ring just because our politicians right now
are involved in sex rings.
What is it, Joe Biden's son?
Hunter and Joe were in a lot of weird stuff.
Yep.
You should feel good. We've been doing a good job. You've been working hard. You earned it, Bubba. You know what
Dude,
I mean?
I think we should just call it a wrap. I feel like we hit a lot right there.
We could.
Was that like an hour?
Go down on the list.
Dude, we hit Obama's penis. We didn't hit World War I royalty relationship. That was a hard one to tie in.
Here, let's wrap this up. I have to.
Let's do it. Wrap it up.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day and a great rest of y'all's week. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining.
Later, folks. Later.
We're shooting it live!
We're shooting it live! We're shooting it live! Oh, love that.